Okay, yeah, update on the MTG Arena. I was like doing some warm up. Anyway, I looked and I had like 2 hours on the Throne of Eldraine, which I was doing really well at, and I'd only like I could have had one loss I could take and 2 wins I have to try to take. Now I knew it was going to be really hard, but yeah, so I was like practicing, doing some like warm up games, practicing with like I put the deck. Well, if you've seen the other videos, you already know this, but I put my draft deck into the main, and then put like a double up on some of the cards in there. So I had pretty much the same deck as in draft, and I did some warm up with that and practicing. But then all suddenly it disappeared, and I got these options, you know. And of course I started this, but yeah, it's I like where I'm trying this, and I'm looking like where I just had like 2 hours. And now I did some warm-up matches, like 10-20 minutes, and it's gone, you know. So I was looking, googling, couldn't find it. Finally, I was like, I did hit play, and I saw like 13 minutes left on the FNM, because I was looking in my packs and I couldn't see the packs right. I knew I had 4. I couldn't see them, so I knew it wasn't over yet. I'm like, how can I enter this? And so I found it here in the play button. You see all the things you've. So even if they're not like here, yeah, you can find them on the place. Anything you've entered or you can enter, you will find here. So yeah, I didn't realize that. I don't know why this is a bot match. So yeah, I didn't know that, and so last 2 hours I was getting food and stuff, and then I came home and I'm like, oh man, I got 30 minutes. I went to the game and started playing, and I went against like a very aggressive red deck, or yeah, red green deck, and yeah, it was just devastating. And yeah, maybe I was playing too fast. Maybe I should have taken it a bit more slowly, but I don't know if that would have mattered. But yeah, I was actually, but I'm happy I at least got to play that final round, because I felt a bit cheated in like not getting to fight that final fight, you know, and having like, if I would have ended this with like 1 loss left and 2 wins to go, that would have been like would have been annoying. So I'm happy I at least got a fair fight at and trying to get like another win in. So, but I'm pretty happy for that result. Although I'm kind of like, I wish I had more. I wouldn't have such a busy weekend, because I'm like moving. I have to move out in a couple of days, turn in my keys, and then I'm out of here. So probably gonna do a bit of holiday, and then meanwhile look for like a nice boat to stay on, buying a boat and using that for like yeah. So yeah, I have so much stuff to do, getting all my, you know, I'm just so busy that although I really like this this event, it was a really good event for me, because well, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I'm building like a really powerful red deck. I'm a red deck player. I used to be like, had like 6 #1 FN at FNMs with a red deck a few years ago. Then it was a bit harder to get like good red decks that I liked. So this year now, with the current like especially if you look at like Throne of Eldraine, man, there's so many good cards in Throne of Eldraine that is unbelievable. Oh yeah, okay. So here, look at the ones that I don't have. You never know. I think I already have all the good ones, but oh yeah, I might get, yeah. So even this card would be maybe interesting. I don't know if I can. I mean, at least if I have them, you know, if I have more of this and more of this, I can at least think about playing them. Now I know I can craft them. That's not a problem. But yeah, opening packs is a lot of fun, and earning them is a lot of fun. So I'm really happy that I got those 4 packs for Throne of Eldraine through this event. And if you see my other videos, sorry for the repeat, but I got like 3 really great bombs from those packs, and some other nice guys. Like, I need only 1 more Rimrock here I need 2 champions. Didn't get any champions from the event, but I have 4 packs. Maybe I get more. And now I finally got 4 Bone Crusher Giant. Maybe one of my favorite cards in this deck, because it has like removal on board, and it's like a really cheap 4/3 that even does things when it's targeted. So it does 2 damage when it's targeted. So this is such a nice card. You know, so much. It has so much value on it. It's incredible for one card what kind of value it has. Should have been a mythic or something, but it's a really nice card. Maybe for mythic, yeah, they wanted some. Yeah, no, it's just a good card. And then the Rob of the Rich, I got now 2 of those. I got 1 from the event. Really happy with that. And actually I got those from the people next to me. They were like, I was drawing red so hard, like I only red, like in the first pack, that they realized that there was a red player next to them, and it just throwing like red mythics at me, red rares. So I got like the this mythic from them. I got like a Bone Crusher from them. Maybe I should look back at the video, because maybe I opened one in the packs, I'm not sure. I got Torben, so I got 3 bombs, like 1 mythic, 2 rares in that last 2 packs. And I don't know if I draw them or I got them, but I think I at least got 2 of them from my neighbors, and lots of other great cards. So yeah, and like I only got like 1 Ambercleave though. Didn't get any Ambercleave. Maybe I will get them in the 4 packs I have now. That would be really good. Why is there green here? Okay, so yeah, let's see. What's this? Not interesting. I mean, yeah. Those were the cards I was really looking for. I was really happy with. I got 4 Ember Mats, which were really nice. They really won me some games. I got 1 game, and I'm so mad that my software gave up on recording, because I don't have that match. But I had like 2 ogres, and you know, and then suddenly like he wiped my board from the smaller creatures I had. And then he attacked with his 2 creatures, a 1/3 and a 2/3 or something, like like a fly or whatever, I don't know. And I had like, boom, I draw an Ember Mat. So I dropped down the Ember Mat, attacked, boom, 5/2 haste, because I had, of course, all red. 5/2 haste. Then and then he started like, he attacked with 1, like with a 1/3, and kept a 2/3 to like block my 5/2. But then I draw another Ember Mat, so boom, I attack with 2. I lost one of them, but the other one hit for another 5, so I had like 10 damage down now. And then on the 3rd turn I got another Ember Mat, so I attacked with again with 2 Ember Mats. So every turn I attacked with, like, first turn I had 1 Ember Mat, then with 2, and then another time with 2. And he was, I think he was able to, yeah, he pumped up his like 1/3 to like do at least 2 damage. So he killed another Ember Mat, but again, like, my Ember Mat did 5 damage, so he had 15 damage. He was only at 5 life. And then next turn I got him up to like, did another 4 damage, and he was up to 1, and he just gave up. And I was like, yeah. So the Ember Paladin is not to be underestimated. Although I made a mistake in my last turn, I couldn't record it because my hard disk was full, and yeah, it was like 30 minutes. I really want to like quickly go into the game before I was unable to go into it. Maybe should have taken the time to make some space on my hard disk. But anyway, it was a really quick match. It was kind of devastating, but I made one mistake. I attacked with an Ember Mat Paladin. Instead of like blocking with it. I should have done that. Maybe that would have given me a bit more time. But to be honest, like, this guy had some great cards. He had like a 3/3 flyer, which I didn't have any answer to. So I don't think even. And he had like a dwarf, then another dwarf. So there were 2 3/3s, and then I got the Emerald Paladin. I mean, I should have maybe blocked one of the dwarves, but I don't know. It's. I don't know if I would have made any difference, to be honest. He had he had all the great cards. He was doing really well. So, and like I said, like, the further you go in the event, actually, there was the one thing I want to talk about. Like, this is really interesting. I must be honest. The reason I didn't play MTG Arena for a long time was I was kind of getting really bored with it, and this is because, like, if I like play, I mean, like here, like, we have the challenges. You need to do the challenges just to get like the coins and maybe get the mastery. But yeah, the mastery was kind of, for me, like, I had to put money in it. I didn't have much money, so I thought, well, and then you have to do it like if you like, there's 10 of these things every year, so like you would have to do it 10 times. you have to buy the mastery if you have to buy it or put money in it. And like they have this thing where they give for €5 you get like 2500 or something. That's nice, but I mean, you can only do that once, so pretty much you can buy it once and then it's over. So oh, look at me now, I got 20 coins and I got 1600. So that's from the event. So this event was really game changer for me, like when it comes to MTG Arena. Like I started to play MTG Arena actually just to get a feel for the FNM, for Standard, and to practice, which I normally do a lot. Like I did that with Forge and a lot of like gold fishing. We call it like playing against a goldfish, you know. It doesn't really do anything back. Normally if you have your deck you can draw 7 cards and play them out like we would, and just look like what kind of hands you have, how it would play out. So it's like gold fishing. And like I do it with Forge against AI, and of course AI is kind of like always losing from me, but it doesn't matter. I get a feel for my deck. I can put like different like I can put the net decks in to play against the net decks, because a lot of like when I go to my FNM, there are always people with net decks there, and it becomes, although they're very powerful decks, because I have much more experience with playing against them that they have playing with that deck. It's kind of like I kind of can win from them, and yeah, that's how I use Forge, and I will probably still use Forge like that, especially once I got to go to my FNMs again, and yeah, and then find out what kind of opponents I have. I might like try put their decks in Forge and practice against them. But again, like, because it's standard, in standard, like maybe I would do that for modern, because modern would be very different from like historic here in MTG Arena. But for FNM, I don't even need to do that, because just playing FNM, just hitting the play button here, I got to play net decks anyway, because a lot of players, they are playing net decks or like popular decks. So just playing, I could play my my fast red and then just play against anybody. I will come across like standard net decks, standard popular decks, like I would on a regular FNM. So I don't need to do that, but for modern that could be really good to practice my modern decks with, and put some like modern net decks in my Forge. So yeah, it's Forge MTG. If you haven't seen any of my videos with Forge MTG, I have lots of videos with that too. It's good for practicing, like say modern or commander, because you can just put any, it's just playing against the computer, so it's a bit like it's not that involving, but it's good for practicing your deck, get to know your cards, get to know the meta. So yeah, but yeah, I must say, like, playing against people is a lot more fun. I mean, it is fun to play against people. I must say it is fun to play against people, but the thing is, that's what I want to talk about. Oh, let's we're gonna open some packs at the end of this video, okay? So watch out for that. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, because I've made a lot, and I'm gonna make lots more this year. Because yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like at the moment, like the fun I had like a couple of years back, playing my like I had like a 1-drop red deck. Everything was a 1-drop. And even like my 2-drop was actually 0-drop, because I had like Rubber Belt Raiders. I don't know, I had some like Rubber Belt 3. I don't know, something with rubber. Yeah, anyway, so this card, it was 2 to cast, but you would get the mana back. So you could either play the card with like red or green, and I just had red, and I get a red and green back. Now I didn't have any use for the green, but like I could play like a card that was like 1 red, 1 colorless. So I could play one of those cards. I could play the same card again if I had in my hand. So I could play, if I had all 4 in my hand, I could play all 4 cards. And it did happen once in a while where I had 3 or 4 cards, more often like 2 cards, of course. So it happened where I had like multiple of these cards, but even if I didn't have 2 cards, I could always play like a second card on top of that card that was either like a 1 red card or 1 red, 1 colorless. Now, so I had like, and that's again, I had like a couple of cards there, like there were not just 1-drops, there were like 1 red, 1 colorless, just because they were good cards. And that that deck. I will rebuild that deck in Forge and show to you guys, because I'm actually playing with that deck in Modern. Although it's like an upgraded version, of course, but it has mostly the same cards. And the idea was that every card was 1 red and it did 2 damage. Just kind of was or more. So I had all these cards that were 2 damage or more for 1 mana. So at turn 1 I dropped 1 card that was doing 2 damage next turn, or even 3 or 4, because it was pumped up by other creatures. Then I had I had just cheap, because it's standard, I don't have like lots of those amazing creatures, but I had like card that I had some creatures that were like 1 mana, 2 damage. Like some of them couldn't block. They all had like disadvantages and stuff. But in the end, like if my opponent had like removal, he would have like I think the first one I dropped was a Goblin Street Denizen. So that was like a 1/1. But every creature that I would play would give him +1/+0. So if I added like in turn 3. Turn 2, it was like a 3/1 if I played 2 creatures. So mostly like in the first, people didn't understand how good this card was, so you're like, nah, well, whatever. And then but later they understand that that creature would be like a 4/1, you know. And then I had abilities to pump I give them first strike, trample, everything. So this was a great deck, lots of fun to play. And sadly, like I really missed that kind of deck, that kind of play. But with this, if you look at this, like the Fervent Champion, like it has only 1/1, but it has some interesting things. It has haste, first strike, and it gives like +1/+1 to another creature. So it's kind of like a 2/1. If there are multiple knights in my game, it will give the other one the +1. It wouldn't give it to itself, but it's kind of like a 2/1 creature. So it has kind of 2 power. Only it's giving the power, extra power to somebody else. And then so then it can equip like equip things. So there's an equipment, very good equipment in this deck. So this is actually a good card to play. Now this one gives trample to everything. Now I had like in my other deck, I had like Rubber Belt Macaw, and that one said like I could cast it for 4 mana as a 3/3, or I could Blood Rush it. That means I would discard it and then play it on my creature and give +3/+3. And then like if somebody was blocking my creature and it was like a 2/2, it became a 5/5. And sometimes that first strike trample, so that was really good with the Legion Loyalist. Now this is a bit weaker, it gives +2/+2, but still I think it like turning my, even if I put this on a Fervent Champion, but because it become a 3/3 first strike, which could bear, this will destroy most of my blockers. And then he will survive, which is very important. So this way I could keep my creatures alive and have them attack more often than just like trading. So that's why the +3/+3 was very important. And this is great, but this is even like it. And but then the Legion Loyalist gave first strike trample, and this card also gives trample. Each attacking non-human creature gains trample. Now, okay, so that is only for non-humans. I made this mistake earlier on where I forgot it was non-humans, and I thought that my some of the creatures I was attacking were going to get trample, which from another card that also said non-human. So I have to be aware of that. Not everything's going to get trample, but often the non-humans are the strongest, because the humans are like more like 1/1s and 2/2s, and then the other guys are like the 4/3s. They're like giants and ogres. Now I have to look through like any card. I mean, like any card could be good, because there's one card that's really good in this. Like I think maybe the best card is the best card. Where is it? Yes. So I have 2 of them. Maybe I will. Well, I'm gonna open packs. I really hope I get more of them. Because this is such a good, this is like the bomb. So if a red source you control would deal damage, so any source, it could be either like a burn spell, a creature, an activated ability that says, oh, do 1 damage, anything that does damage, and it says it deals that much damage +2. So all these cheap things that do 1 damage, or like have 1, like if I look at this creature, I'm not saying I'm going to play this creature, but just as an example, like okay, so the Fervent Champion is going to be through a 3/1 if it first strike if it attacks now. So that's so much better. That's so much better for this creature. Here you get a 1/1 dwarf that can be a 3/1 basically. So trample, now everything here is like +2, so all the trample damage is going to be more useful now. This guy is going to be 3-1, and when it dies it does 3 damage, because there's a +2 damage to that 1 damage. So you have to look at every card through that card. This one you don't need to pump, it's already pumped. You know, if you don't want to spend the mana on something else, you can, or you can pump it, and then it also has like, so 3-1 is like a 5-1 creature, you know, if you pump it once. So Furiate, it's got, yeah, these things you might not even want to play, because you already, well, this is like the +2 I told you about, like this is like the Rebel Macaw, where I give, like, I keep them alive and I destroy the opponent. Scorch Splitter, actually, why I got another one, nice. So Scorch Splitter is a great example. So it says whenever Scorch Splitter attacks, it deals 1 damage to a player or planeswalker it's attacking. Now, like I said, like in my previous deck, I had like cards that were like, or creatures that were like cost only 1 to play. So I could play them really quick in the beginning of the game, and then they would do 2 damage. Now this is only 1/1, so at first I overlooked it. I didn't even put it in my deck, because I was like, oh, just a 1/1. I'm like, well, it deals 1 damage to a player or planeswalker. I said, well, if it does, it's kind of doing 2 damage a turn, so it's kind of like a 2/1. But now, this card is huge, because if you think about it, it's going to do 1. It's going to be a 3/1 when it attacks, because the 1 damage is going to be 3 damage instead. But then again, like the 1 damage it deals to the player or planeswalker is also going to be 3. So this is like, for 1 damage, for 1 mana, you put down basically a 6/1. This is 6/1, guys. 6/1. This Scorch Splitter is doing like 6 damage a turn. 3 damage to anything that it blocks or attacks, or like the player, and 1 damage or 3 damage directly to the player. So this is a huge card combined with that other card, the Torben. Now Shock is going to be 5 damage. This is going to be 5 damage. Again, this is going to be 3 damage. This could be like 6 damage. This is going to be 3/1. What is that? First Strike? First Strike is nice if you, but yeah, that's not great. That doesn't do anything. This guy is the 3/1 that cannot be blocked, you know, except by defenders. Could be a good card, you know, in this combination. Now I don't have 4 of those cards yet, of those Torbens, so I'm not gonna go full in on like cards like this, but these kind of cards really useful. But again, the weakness is if your whole deck is based around this Torment character and it gets destroyed with removal, you're going to be left with 1/1s. So don't don't, yeah, I don't know if it's smart to. I think that was, well, this deck has been kind of like very popular, so people are now, they know the deck, so they probably know to hit the Torben. So yeah, I'll be careful with just going full on the 1/1s with Torben combination, because it's gonna become your weakness. More cheap 1/1s. I mean, you could go for a full like 1/1 drop deck and then a Torben. You could try it. It will be fun. Like, oh man, that would be fun. But I think it would be difficult. Because you would be losing so many creatures if you played wrong, you know. So, what's this? I don't know. It's too much to read. So again, this would be 4 damage. 4 damage. It will be do 2 damage to when it attacks. 4 damage when it will be 4/2 and a 4 hit. Oh, this again, like whenever a creature you control with power 1 or less attacks, Calculate of Calamity deals 1 damage to the player or planeswalker. So this would be great with Torben, because it's kind of like the Scorch Splitter, where it's going to do 3 damage every time you attack with a creature. So if you just attack with 4 creatures, you know, it's not going to be huge. Yeah, that could be a really good card to play with like lots of one. Even if you don't get a Torben, it's kind of like a Torben without having the Torben, because the Torben adds 2 damage. This one adds 1 damage. And the nice thing about this, it even just skips the whole blocker. It doesn't even go through the blocker. Like you can block a 1/1 or a 3/1. A 1/1 that's become a 3/1. You can block that. This one will just do 1 damage just about for attacking. If you attack with 4 creatures, that card's going to do 4 damage. Plus, if you combine it with the Torben, that 4 damage, it that will be like plus 8 damage. It will be like 12 damage. But yeah. Now any kind of creature that you put in game is going to be stronger, of course. So if you want to do like something like this, where you can destroy it and destroy a non-land permanent, I mean that's destroyed colorless non-land permanent, so like artifacts mainly. So this actually got you at least you have some choices there. Even a fling will be stronger. Everything that does damage, 5 damage will be 7 damage. Oh, I don't like this. Sacrifice a creature. Whoa. Okay. So even this guy, if you would sacrifice it, it would be 4 damage. So there's all kind of things that you can do with this trickery. This will be like 5 damage. So this will be like a 5/1. This will be 6 damage. 4/2. This one it is like a 3/1, which will become like a 6/4. These guys will be stronger. This one will be 5 damage. This will be like +5 +0. Everything. Well, actually, that's just on the creature. It's going to be the +2. This is not going to do more damage. But yeah, you can get my drift. So yeah, I would definitely focus on things like you can put this in a deck with Torben, but what's the use? Like the +2 doesn't really make use of Torben. Doesn't really synergize with this card. So although if getting first strike is nice when you have like +5, you know, but like doing direct damage becomes a lot more. Like this card will become more stronger, you know. Because now it's doing like 5 damage. It's really powerful. So like your burn spells are going to be very powerful with the +2 damage. Like any creature is going to be like +2 damage. Any effect that does damage, any effect that actually does damage, like there's not many of them here. This guy will even be stronger, although, and you know it's already pretty strong. But yeah, with the Torben, it's going to give him like 2 devotion anyway. This is not doing damage. This is doing 2 damage, so the Bone Crusher will be like 4 damage to any target. So really synergizes with the Bone Crusher. Also, whenever Bone Crusher Giant becomes the target of a spell, Bone Crusher Giant deals 2 damage to that spell's controller. That's going to be 4 damage, you know. So this is a lot of synergy with the Torben. Dark Current will be stronger. This is not affected. This one will do 3 damage. Actually, have you maybe seen my videos where I was doing 3 damage for a few turns. Trebuchet really works well with Trebuchet. Now, giving trample to creatures that have like +2 damage is very useful, but it's only for non-humans. Don't forget that. I made that mistake. Having more creatures, even like 1/1s, is very useful because if they're like 3/1s, I'm just going on like this is how you have to look. Like when you have a bomb like this, the Torben, you have to look at every card in a different way. Like this, I've seen Light of the Stage being used a lot, and that's not that weird, because if you have like a lot of 1-drops, so you do damage, right? So you can play it for 1. Then you exile top 2 cards. Now let's say you have 4 mana, yeah? Now you got 3 mana left, and you can have to play those 2 cards with that 3 mana. Now maybe you're unlucky, maybe there's a Torben in there, you cannot play it. But if they're like 2 1-drops, now you have 2 1-drops in play, that's gonna be like 3 1s, you know? So I understand this, if you want to be really quick, this could be very useful. I don't know about playing like 4 of them, you know, if you like have a really like cheap deck. But like, I mean, you could like play 1 of them, and then it will be just a free extra card, you know. But yeah. Here, let's put 1 in. This is card X damage, X number of gates you control. I don't play gates. I mean, it would be more damage, but yeah. Like the 1/1 goblins, like 2 1/1 goblins is not that great. But let's say you play like 4 of these cards. Now you have all these 1/1 goblins, which are pretty bad, but now they all become 3 1s once Torben is into play. And you have that other card. You have like you have Ferocity of the Wilds into play, so to get +1 and trample. And you have what's the other card named? There was another card also was giving like there was another card. Well, there was another card, but also giving bonuses. So suddenly Goblin Gathering is not that bad. Like if you're playing like, but yeah, it's a bit slower, because like getting 2 1/1s for 3 mana is pretty slow. Like you're gonna be a hard time getting. If you have 2 of these with Light of the Stage, you need like 6 mana. You need 7 mana to even like play Light of the Stage and these 2 cards. So that's a bit of that's slow play, you know. Yeah, this guy. I mean, this guy would become a lot better with Torben, because then he would be like a 3/2 double strike. There's like 6 damage. But still, it's gonna cost you like 6 or 3 to play. It really does synergize with Torben. This one I don't like this one, because you need to tap a creature, which makes you unless you don't want to attack with certain creature. If you don't want to attack with Torben for some reason, just to protect him, you could do it. But I guess it's a 4/3 trample. It has to be non-human. It's a 4/3 trample is kind of good, but yeah, having to tap creatures for it. This is great. It will do even more damage, like it'd be 5 or 6 damage. Gonna be 6 damage. Oh, these are good if you have like lots of non-creatures. I'm just looking for some things that could synergize. Obviously, all the creatures synergize with +2 damage, and all the instant sorceries that do damage. Like this one. Actually, this one is good because it's 4 to cast. Cinder's Outrage deals 4 damage to target creature, which would become 6, pretty much killing any creature, and 2 damage to the creature's controller, which would be 4. So this kind of cards that already have 2 outputs of damage, now they're gonna do a lot more, like 4 extra damage. So this, like Cinder's Outrage, might be a lot better when you have like an Torben into play. But again, like if people start finding out how important your Torben is, they might just go for your Torben really quick. So don't play out your whole deck just on having Torbens into play. You might not even get them. There are only 4 in your deck. Anyway, I think I've tried this card, Experimental Frenzy. Maybe if you have like a deck full of 1-drops, but it can be very hard, because as soon as if you cast a land. If you put a land into play, you cannot, and you get another land on top of your deck, you kind of like you cannot play anything anymore that turn. So that's kind of like you have to be aware of that. That happens a lot because one in 3 cards is a land. So like let's say you play like the top of your deck is like a creature, you play the creature, then you have a land, you play the land. Then you get another creature, play a creature, then you have another land. Wow, now you cannot play the second land. So you only play 2 creatures that turn. I mean, you did get like 3 cards though, instead of 1. But you skip your draw. Well, your draw step, you get a draw step, but it doesn't. You can't play the cards that you draw. You have to keep them in your hand. So, I mean, it could be great, like a 1-drop deck maybe. Prowess. Again, like it creates 2 creatures, which will all be like 3/1, so two 3/1s. But yeah, 4 mana. These cards are a bit expensive. And like, how useful are they once you stop having your Torben into play? You know, you have to like think about it. You can't just build your whole deck around 1 card, can you? This is actually interesting. Yeah. I'm looking at this deck on this card at these cards completely different than I did in the beginning, because after playing like the draft and stuff. But yeah, the Torben. So that's the Torben. Is really interesting card, really a great bomb. Now there's another bomb, because yeah, I'm gonna open 4 packs. And then we'll see if we get any more of these bombs. Now I already had this card for a long time. It's gonna be like out of rotation, I think. So I'm not gonna explain that card, although it's a really good card. But also it's not in the pack, so yep. Furfurous, unlock that card. Now this Ambercleave, that's in Throne of Eldraine, so I could get that in one of these 4 packs. And yeah, I unlocked one. I just got I crafted one, because getting 4 mythics, you know, is kind of yeah. I just want to have one so I can put one in my deck and see it in action. I really hope I'm gonna get 1 or 2 extra. That would be so good. So this card, basically you cast it for 2 red, and it will give double strike to the creature you cast it on. It will go directly on the creature. It's at like instant speed because it has flash, so like you can attack with all your creatures, then you can wait for the declare blocker stage, let them declare blockers. Now as soon as they've declared blockers, you can you say, well, have you declared, like let's say in real life, you say have you, is this your, and then you say, well, are you finished, you know, have you declared blockers? Then if they say yes, if they done declaring blockers, you can go and react to them declaring the blockers. You can flash in Ambercleave. Now make sure, you have to be, that's why I'm making such a point of that they have finalized declaring blockers. Now normal good players will make sure that, you know, say, okay, I blocked this, this and this, I'm done. Then you can do it. But there are other players that are like they got their fingers on the cards, moving them around. No, I'm gonna do this and this and this, and they let go of the, no, wait, I'm gonna do, and then it's like, yeah, but I'm still declaring blockers, and they want to try and change it around. So wait until they have declared blockers. Now if they do the FNM, you can like call the judge, say, well, look, wait a minute. He was like, he let go of his, like he moved the cards around, let go of them. I thought he was like done declaring blockers, and I did this, and then he said he wasn't done. Anyway, you can make a point of that. Just make sure you don't get away with like, oh no, wait a minute, but I want to do, what I really want to do is do this. So in the game MTG Arena, that's not gonna work, but in real life, you know, be aware of, make sure that you don't get cheated out anything, you know, don't get cheated out of a win, because this is cheating if people try to do that. And you know, and like when I play with my friends, we play like modern of the, and I would say modern, we say commander. I mean, there's so many cards for me and so many things, so many options. Sometimes I get a bit like overwhelmed by all the things I can do, and then I want to. I'm a thinker. I'm like a chess player. Like not chess. I'm like yeah. I'm like a chess player. I look ahead like 10, 20 moves ahead. You know. So I'm like trying to look every card. What can I do? This interaction. This. Trying to figure it all out before I commit. I mean, if you look at the Art of War, Sun Tzu, he says that a battle is won before you start. And that's kind of how you, like, if you before you play a card, you have to know that this is the right move to do, you know. So and a lot of people, they're like just playing cards like and they look like one-dimensional. They look like a direct, like, oh, I can destroy that creature, that's a bad creature, that can do this, boom boom boom. They don't really look at how things might interact. They end up, oh, wait a minute, I didn't have mana, now I don't have mana enough to play this card, and that would have been better, or I should have done that. And they have that a lot, and a good player never has that. They're always like, well, I knew I could do this, I knew I could do this, but I chose to do this, and now I stick in, okay, it was the wrong choice, but I couldn't have known that before I did it. They know all they've looked at all the choices, looked at all the opponent's cards, all things that could have happened. They thought, well, oh, he could have a counter in his hand, he could have a destroy creature in his hand, it might work, it might not work, and then they just try it. But if you're just like playing, oh, I'm just playing cards, you mean, anyway, so Embercleave. So I don't know why this whole story with Embercleave, but so Embercleave is so great because after they declare blockers, they might have like a 4/5 creature, and they're blocking your 3/3 creature, right? So your creature is gonna die, their creature is gonna survive, and it's really good for them. But now you put the Embercleave on that one creature that you don't want to die, and suddenly he's doing like it's like +1, +1. Oh yeah, I should have like made him a bit stronger. Let's say he's a 4/3, right? So he's a 4/3. Now he suddenly becomes like a 5/3. So now when he blocks the 5 toughness blocker, he'll get 5 4-strike damage from the double strike. So he will die before he can do his 4 damage to the 3 toughness creature. I know this sounds a bit complex, but so now your Embercleave for 2 mana that you played in instant speed has changed the board state around, because your opponent is now losing a creature, you're keeping your nice 4/3 creature. You have put like for 2 mana you put like an amazing artifact on it, and it's even gonna get like 5 extra trample damage on top of over that creature that just died. So you've done 5 damage, remove the creature, and your creature is still alive with a nice enchantment on it. So Embercleave, this is why, like in real life, Embercleave is like €6. It's a very good card, and of course a mythic. And it's playable in like Commander, Modern, anything. It will be a good card because it's so incredibly cheap. I mean, normally this card, it says you have to play it for 6 mana and then equip it for 3. It's like a 9 mana card. It's that powerful, but when you attack with a bunch of creatures, suddenly becomes like it can become like a 2 red mana card, and without equip. So it's such a good card, and I really hope I'm gonna open them in the packs. So I think I've kind of like let's go like Throne of Eldraine real quick. So Fervent Champion would be nice to have like 2 more. I need 2 more actually for the fast deck. I need 2 Robber of the Rich more. I could use another Rock Knight. It's an interesting card. I already got my Bone Crushers. 7 Dwarves. Do I have like full deck or something now? Because it says like, I think I have like 7 now, because it's like doing the infinite loop. So I can make a deck with like 7 Dwarves. I think that's probably from the packs I opened. You know, they were giving me lots of Dwarves. Now, what kind of cards do I want more? I think Slaying Fire is good. Yeah, the 4 damage. That's kind of really good. Embered Paladins, I have 4 of those. I'm playing 1. I don't know why. Torben, I need 2 more Torbens. Please give me 2 more. Please give me Embercleave. Okay, so that's kind of what I want from this opening. So I think it's time to start opening these 4 packs. So da 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 da. Okay, let's save and exit. Ba -ba -da. Okay, first one. Give me some good red cards, some red bombs. Come on. Okay. Okay, another white card. Sure, am I gonna play white? I need to play white. Who knows? Maybe I will get like a nice white card deck. So it's great to have some white cards. Okay, black card. Need that for my black deck, of course. Okay, interesting. But not much good red cards. Is that because I have already so many good red cards? Red cap melee. Throw King, that's actually, I had that in my green deck. My green deck is so good. Man, this is actually a really good card. Like, it's like 2 colorless and then it's like 6 mana to play. 7/6, huge creature. With vigilance and trample, so it can defend and trample over my enemies. When feasting Throw King enters the battlefield, you cast from your hand, create 3 food tokens, sacrifice 3 food, return feasting Throw King from your graveyard to the battlefield, activate this ability during your turn. So it gives me 3 food tokens, then when it dies I can use those 3 food tokens to bring it back to the battlefield. Huge card. And I can even, like, it's like 9 life, 3 food tokens, it's like 9 life, 3 artifacts which you could do, like sacrifice to things, you know. So this is a huge card, really happy with it. Red cap is a nice sideboard card against red, because if you don't, you have to play it against red. It does 4 damage for 1 red to a creature of Planeswalker, so it's a really powerful card. But if you play it on a non-red permanent, it deals damage this way, you sacrifice a land. So, I mean, like with red you don't need that many lands often, but come on, last one, give me some good red. Ooh, I got a rare. Oh, guys, no good rares, no reds, no, why? Anyway, I mean, I got so many good stuff from that event. Castle Karen Bridge enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a forest at 6. Oh, this is actually also very good. So you pay 2 and tap it. So that's basically, let's say, like 5. Oh yeah, that costs you like 5. So if you have like 4, yeah, so it's like 5 and then it gives you at 6. Spend this mana only to cast creature spells or activate ability creatures. So, but it's good because this is what you want to do in green. You want like the ability to have like more land than your opponent. You want lots of land, lots of power, and then cast those expensive creatures really quickly. So it's a really good card to have. And yeah, the tapped is only if you don't have a forest, so that's like not gonna happen. Yep. Shambling Suit, that's actually good if you have like lots of food. So yeah. Oh, didn't get any good cards for my so yeah. Now I have to start thinking about what I'm gonna do, like when it comes to the red cards. Like, am I gonna, like, how much do I need them? You know, how bad do I need them? Like the 2 rares, it would cost me 2 rares to get the Fervent Champions. Scorch Pitcher, I like 50 of these. What's M20? Oh, are they gonna go soon? It's actually a really good card with like, that's a pity. It's gonna come like next month or something, when they got after a month or 2, then we're gonna have like 1 or 2 months, they're gonna be like M20 is gonna be gone. So I don't know if I want to invest in that then. Although it's really good with Torben. Cave of Calamity, that's also probably gonna go. Let's see. Yeah, we got 21 Ikora, Teros, and Throne of Eldraine. Those are the ones that are gonna stay. And then Guilds of Ravnica, Ravnica Allegiance, are gonna go, and I think what I was just looking. Oh yeah, it resets. So so these cards are all gonna be gone. This card's gonna be gone soon. I don't even know if I want to play like 4 of them, because like if you have all of them in your hand, you don't have any creatures to play. But it's actually good with Torben. Let's put one in. Now, do I want to go all out on like having I have only 2 Torbens right now. So I have to think about what I'm gonna do. The thing is, I could get like 26 Throne of Eldraine packs and just hope I get more of the cards that I wanted, which are quite a few, but it's kind of pretty random. So like getting through 2 Thorbens and even like the Embercleave is kind of random. Though I've looked at the calendar, and the event I just played is not gonna happen in a long time. So that means that for the next couple of months I'm not going to be able to do something like that again. And unless like the new set that's coming out, unless that set has like amazing red cards, so I have to choose, like either I can like just like craft them. I mean, what I'm talking about, I can craft 34 rares, you know. So that's really that's really not a problem. I've been saving those crafting cards up like crazy. So yeah, I got lots of them. Or I could open up the packs. So that's kind of the question, what I'm gonna do. Now, it's not just about that. It's not just about opening packs and trying to get them or crafting them. But the thing is, if I open packs, I'm gonna lose this gold. And there's another thing I want, and that's this little cute puppy with his little flowers around his neck. So now I'm hoping I have time enough to go to level 80. I really hope I'm gonna get to level 80. I really need to make sure I don't miss any of my opportunities to get experience for that. But yeah, I think it's pretty steady rate. I think it's like, this is like 1 or 2 weeks that I did this, so it's not, I think I should be able to do this before the next, like this month or something, before it ends. Here, XP can be earned through completing quests, weekly, daily wins, in standard play. Additional XP may be available during certain special events or limited time queries. But yeah, I need to unlock it. It's 3400. I got 1600. So this is the thing I was talking about. So I need those coins. Now I could buy them in the store. It's like €5. So that's not a big deal. Like bundles here, but that's only one-time thing. Like 2500 gems, I would have more enough than to just get it. So that's not a big problem if I can't play, or if I don't get the gems in any other way. I could just do this, boom, get it and get the thing. But it says like it's a one-time purchase, so this won't be coming back. And then like if you look at this, 35 for 15, that's a lot more. That's a different price, completely different price. So and that's probably also, is that only also like a one-time thing? And then the one adventure bundle, oh, you get like, you get a card, and oh, avatar, okay, adventure battle. So yeah, it's I don't even know I want to get this pack for 750 Terras. What should I do? Well, let's just get it. Let's open it up. See, we got like something not so disappointing this time. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice another enchantment. If you do, search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost equal to 1 plus. Put that card into the battlefield and shuffle your. Anyway, I didn't even know what I just read. It's just a lot of stuff. But like maybe some nice green cards like for my green deck. I really like my green deck. It's really doing well. You know, I like every time I play with it, it just wins from the big creatures. And this is another like 4/4. I like these big cards. Green is good. But yeah, I was doing some jump start. If you do jump starts, it's like you can get like a random deck and play with it. But I think it's just for like a practice. You don't get the cards, I think, but you can win like 2 cards. Card will be at least a rare. Oh, you can win 2 rares here from MTG. Get like from this. I don't even know what I can get. It'd be just random rares. Maybe you should finish that. So yeah, so to get the coins, so the thing is that I'm just to finish up with my story before I play another game. The thing is that I really enjoyed this event because like if I just play like against a random player, it's kind of, because you have to grind it to get like the quests, it kind of becomes like a chore, you know. It's not, I mean, it's still fun to play, fight to win, but it's kind of like you're fighting a bot. It's not really, doesn't have such a impact if you lose. There's really no impact if you lose. And even if they're like with this FNM, the jump start, if you look at this, like if I lose, I can play it again, and I play it again until like like I can miss out on the 2 rares if I lose it, keep losing, but that's probably not gonna happen. So I will win eventually. I will eventually get 2 wins. So the pressure is very low. But man, like when I was playing the event with like I could do 7 wins, and every win it became harder. I had to fight better players, better decks. And every win was like an extra pack, an extra few hundred coins that I could use towards like getting the pop and all the other stuff. It was like very exciting to me because there was actually something at stake and something to gain, because I mean I used up like my one token. I had to do that, and the next one, if I want to do more, it would have been like 10,000 gold, which is like 10 packs, and there's only a guarantee to get like maybe 4 packs back for that. So sorry. So yeah, it's a huge investment. And even now when I like, so I had like 3 packs plus 4, I had like 7 packs, so I would have lost out on like opening 3 packs, but I had advantage. But I was really lucky because I went for red, and then all the players were giving me those great red cards, so I was really lucky about that. So this MTG Arena just got a whole lot more interesting, but there's only one thing that's kind of sad, because the cards that I wanted, that they were in Eldraine, and that was made it so great because all the good cards were in Eldraine. Now wait a minute, let's see. Oh, we're gonna talk about MTG Arena too. So now we got Jumpstart. I think you can get things from the, oh, I can play, oh, you have to actually pay for this. 2,000. It's not that much, so you can get like rare from Jumpstart. So you get 2 cards, but I think you get a lot of decks from it. Welcome to Jumpstart. Sorry, I had a cola. You will get to select 2 different half decks from a variety of team. Combine them. You'll keep all the cards from your deck, including the special basic land styles for each team. So actually, I'm gonna do this next. So this is more interesting. So I'm actually getting cards and things. I can get the rares, it's more fun. But to be honest, like the event I was doing, because I actually wanted those packs really bad because I needed them. Like even now, I'm still out of like I need like 3 Ambercleaves, I need like 2 Torbans, I need like 2 of those Robin Hood characters, I need 2 of those first 1/1 first strikers. So actually, I need lots and lots of cards from that set, and I'm a bit sad that maybe I should have like just really went for it and just did and this did the do the events two or 3 times. I could have done it with the coins I had because I don't know when if there's gonna be they're probably gonna be Eldraine, but I don't know if I'm patient enough to wait for that. Maybe I'm just gonna open up the packs. Although the events were a lot more fun, but I need those cards, so yeah. But then if I open the packs, I cannot do the events. How will I get more coins? You know. So I probably have to save up the coins for the events, which were going to be a lot of fun. But I don't know if they're gonna what kind of cards I'm gonna get that I really want from like. Here, look at like let's say the next event is let's say the next event is like core set 21. Let's just look at core set 21 and look at mythics and rares, okay? So in red, what? Oh, this is I have to look at what I don't have. Okay. So this is a good card. I would like. It's a mythic though. I would like. This could be a good card, but like it's a 5-drop. It's very different from the other. It's not cheap. So I mean, they're interesting cards, but they're not cards where I say, well, oh, they're like a fast deck. I mean, this one I think is being used aside in one of the net decks, or like one of the pro players using it. It makes like one of my cheaper creatures unblockable. And it gives you extra cards. I mean, so I can understand this being a useful card, like having like as a one-off. Gives you a bit more like ability to like go get extra cards, make your creatures unblockable. This could be actually a useful card to have. Now the dragon, of course, is good. This is so good. So if my opponent's gonna cast a spell. Oh, that target it. So if they do like a removal spell, it's gonna cost them 3 life. When another creature enters the battlefield under your control territory, peaks deals damage equal to that creature power to any target. So if I have this in play and I put down a 5/2 creature, it's gonna do 5 damage to any target. So yeah, huge card. No, I'm a bit too lazy to actually look at the other cards, but I mean maybe they're good cards, I don't know. I know this card is only attacks when you have like lots of like 3 treasure tokens. Yeah, if you have 4 artifacts, so you need like lots of tokens. I mean it's useful as a blocker, I guess. But yeah, I'm like, I don't know if this is so, like if I would have to do, I mean I would be happy with like getting any terror or any other cards. I mean there's some useful cards in here, but yeah, like and I'm really happy that I got like 3 like good cards from the event. But yeah, there's so many different things you can do with the coins. But I think like trying to get like more gems could be useful, because it's going to be hard to buy them. And yeah, unlocking the mastery, it's going to unlock all these things here, and especially the nice little puppy at level 80. So yeah, I think I have to think about like keep saving my coins for the event. That means that if I want the only way to get the Throne of Eldraine cards from now on is gonna be just using my wild cards, you know. So maybe I should just get them right now, you know. That means I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about the Verve Champion yet. I mean, but I got like 30 rares, I think, that I can use, so it's not a big deal to get it. This is a common. I already got 3 of these, and they're legendary, so that's enough, I guess. I got 4 Bone Crushers, that's really good. I think I'm just gonna create one more. Torben is really good. I think I should get another Torben. I mean, it's a legendary, so I can have 3 in my game. Yahoo! Torben! Torbran. Oh, I'm saying it wrong. Sorry, Torben. Thane of the Red Fell. Welcome to my flock. Okay, now we got 3 of those. And I mean, it's a legendary, so it's not even that bad to not have 4 in my deck, because like, how much can I cannot play like a ton of them. Like, if I have 3 in my hand, I might be even having trouble playing them if my opponent doesn't remove them or they don't die. like what am I gonna do with 4 of them in my hand? But yeah, I mean, I would be happy to have 4 in my deck. Now the Ambercleave, same story. Like, craft. I'm gonna craft 1. Woohoo! Mythic! Yes. Now with Ambercleave, having 2 is like really nice amount. Like I said, like, these are really, like, artifact destruction is not that common, like creature destruction. So having like 1 in play, like, if you have 1 in play, 1 in your hand, you're pretty much like, okay, I just have a dead card in my hand because I'm not gonna play the second Ambercleave. So having like 3 or 4 in your hand could really like ruin your game. Because if the creature dies, the artifact stays in place, so there's really no yeah, like I said, like, you if you're unlucky, you have a creature, you have an opponent with like artifact removal. I mean, is he gonna do it at instant speed? When you apply it, it's probably gonna already do its job, like saving your creature and getting rid of one of their creatures. So I think the biggest question now is like, am I gonna take oh yeah, we got Robbers of the Rich, which are not, they are mythic. So like, I only have like 13 left. I don't know, I have to really think about, this is a card I have to think about a bit more, because unlike the artifact, the Emerald, the double strike artifact, which I know that's such a huge card, that's really worth it, using up one of my mythic craftings. I mean, what if I want to do another deck, you know? If I just use up mythics all the time, like, I might get like, maybe I want to build a completely different deck, or maybe in the next couple of months great cards are coming out, and I cannot, like, I need 4 of them, and then I can't do it. So I mean, I like the Robber of the Rich, is a good card, but I think like 2, I mean, if they're 2 or 4, it's okay. I mean, the 2/2 haste is nice, which gives card advantage, is also good. But yeah, it's kind of random, because you're gonna cast cards that are your opponent's cards. Do you really need them? Do they synergize with your deck? Do you have the mana for them? Are they like efficient, like mana wise, for you? There might be like bad investment. So yeah, it's nice to have it, but this one is like an uncommon. Do I have 4? Oh, I have 4. So yeah, I can do a 4th one. I don't even know if it's that good to have 4 of them, but I mean, it's nice. It gives a +2/+0. especially to like a first striker. So probably need. Oh, I got 69 cards now. I need to get rid of some cards. Do I have a fry in there? Okay. I mean, it was like a cheap deck. Now it's becoming more like the deck that it's gonna become finally. Scorch Spitters. Oh, there's a good bit of Torbans. I got 3 Torbans now. Maybe you should think about Scorch Spitters more, you know. Like I got 50. Yeah, let's get like craft one. Let's craft another one. Like from all the cards that I evaluated, being good with Torben, the Scorch Spitter was one of the best. It's like 6 damage doing creature for 1 red. So that's a huge card with Torben. Like one of the best. Let's put a barge in the deck. And the Fervent Champion, that's really like, I got 33 rares, which is quite a lot. And it's really good with, I think, and it does synergize with the equipment, and it does synergize with the Torbran. So maybe I should get 2. Yeah, I got 33. Maybe I should get 2 of them. But this is just a 1/1. But I don't know. I have to think about it. Like it's a 1/1. So how many knights do I have in this deck? This is a knight. I mean, maybe I should put more Emberets in it. It's a really good card. It's a really good card, and it will be a knight, so it will like synergize with the Fervent Champion better. Drakusad really works well with Fervorous, I've noticed. Rampant Smash is nice to have like 5 toughness compared to some of the other, like Spike was 5/2. So Rampant Smasher is a bit more solid. Embred has haste, so it's much faster. Amplifier, like if this draws like a Rampart Smasher, it's like a 10/10 creature or a 14/14 creature sometimes. Like if I give it trample, it would be huge. So Amplifier is a really good card in this deck. I mean, this is actually is this fast red? I think I'm playing the wrong deck. This is not fast. This is not fast. Well, I mean 4. Yeah, Scar. This is not really the fast red I was talking about. Maybe I should like. Main drug set is really not fast, so I have to like. I mean, this is like the other deck. So this other deck is going to be a big deck. This is going to be a small deck, small creatures. 2 damage if I choose among 1 or 2 targets. But it's a 5-drop. Rampant Smasher. But actually it did like damage, like 1 damage, 1 damage. That could be like 3 damage, 3 damage. Actually, that card had like synergy. Where is it? Yeah. It does 2 damage. So that can do 1 damage to 1 creature, 1 damage to another creature. With Torben, it actually becomes 3 damage, 3 damage. So that's huge. That's a huge combo. It's a huge combo. So for that reason, I'll keep it in there. As long as your first red is 5, other creature control have haste. Put the creature card. This card is like you really need the 5 creatures in play, and if your opponent is just killing all your creatures, it's not gonna be a great card. Although it gives them all haste, but not for a fast deck. And this one is a great card, but not for, I don't know if it's going to be good for a fast deck. And it's the best you control. It does 2 damage to each opponent. Well, that's going to be 4 damage with Torben. Maybe some synergy there with Torben. And it has reach. Maybe we should keep it in there. Spike will Acrobat, Emberet, Amplifier. Well, this one will do at least like 2 more damage, even when it's weak. I don't know. This will do more damage. This will do more damage. Now light up the stage. I mean, my deck is just not cheap enough, I think, to really use this. I need to be more like I'm using Bone Crushers, Annexes, Steamkins, Robbers of the Rich, Rimbrock Knights. I have so many like expensive cards. Ember Howler, that will actually do like 4 damage. This also. This will help with doing more damage. I don't know about this one though. No. I mean, it's unblockable. Like, I rather have Score Spitters, you know, with Furiage, Fervent Champions, Barge In. Now, Barge In is gonna give Trample, so I think they're better than Infuriate. But yeah, let's keep one Infuriate in, just to save my creatures if they get direct damage. Now, 1 enchantment is not bad. Although, like, whenever you creature you control with power 1 or less attacks, but only 1 or less. I mean, I got 6 of those creatures. Yeah, I cannot. I need to like fully go like 1-drop. Like, I should make a 1-drop deck then for that, so that I could do that. This is not a 1-drop deck. This is a fast red. So I mean, it's faster than it doesn't have the big creatures. It's like, it's not really fast actually. It's fast with some power. You know, it's powerful fast without giving too much of its power away. So Amplifier. I mean, these are expensive cards. At least if I say like Embered Paladin, if at least I get this haste, at least I could call it fast because it has haste. So this is for 3, these are 3 mana, 5/2s. So the Embered is, I like the Embered though, but I don't know. I mean, Amplify can be huge. Actually, I just took away most of the biggest creatures. Amplify is so random each turn. So random. I mean, I have more smaller creatures now. Amplifier is gonna get less powerful. Embered Paladin at least have haste. Bone Crusher, Annex. I got 2 Ambergleaves. But that's actually cheap card to play. Although it's the most expensive one, is the cheapest card to play. Spike with Acrobat. I removed 1. Let's put 1 back in. I want like really cheap cards. So Third Ogre at 4 is a bit expensive. Yeah, and there was one turret card that was doing damage to everything all the time. That was really well with Torben. What kind of filters do I have? Okay. Dwarven Mine. There was, it was a trebuchet or something. Brimstone Trebuchet, defender reach. Brimstone Trebuchet does 1 damage to each opponent whenever a knight enters the battlefield in control and tap Brimstone Trebuchet. This one was really doing a lot of work with in my other games, doing damage all the time. But it doesn't look that fast though. It's not fast. It's more like. But it can be 3 damage a turn. But maybe it just slowed my deck down though, because for 3 mana I could have like a 5/2 creature doing 5 damage. So I don't think it was a good card in that deck, but it was like a draft deck. Attacking non-human creatures you control get +1/+1 trample. Now that might be a game changer, like human shaman creature. I have some humans, but they're not that many. Well, oh, a lot of non-humans there. +1 and trample. I'm giving all my creatures trample. And I mean, this is like the not really fast deck. This is more like I have so many powerful creatures in here. Trample. I think I could use that. Better than the other one that I got rid of. That was only for like one power creatures. This is all the non-humans. So this could be good with Torben. Create a 1/1 return. The token gains haste and ends turn and attacks. Well, it's not a big problem if it's like a 3/1. But yeah, I'm just playing it for like having no. Was it 3-drop? No, I don't think it's only a 2/2. But it could run away every turn, like just creating goblins. The thing is, I rather want something that has instant power, like a 5/2, or you know, for 3 I can have a 5/2. Why would I need a 2/2 for 3 if I can get a 5/2 for 3? You know, or that is. I need to get rid of 4 more cards. Okay, and then again I'm gonna get rid of one of the spike wheels. Maybe one of the rim rocks. This is so hard. Okay, got 22 mountains, which is kind of like okay for this kind of deck. Get rid of another rim rock. Now just one more. I mean, it's only cheap after you've done damage, so you cannot play before attacking. So it's not a good removal spell because you want to remove a creature before you attack. So I think that's done. Now I'm gonna make a real 1-drop deck too. Oh, is that the end of a season? Oh, okay. I didn't even know there was an end of a season. Okay. Oh yeah, that's another thing I want to talk about, like the Arena Open, day one. So, as far as I know, I haven't played in a while, so I don't know everything yet, but I looked it up, and this is like, there are 2 days. Day one, it's a qualifier day. So like you see, you have to pay 20,000 coins, which I could do, or you have to pay 4,000, which I don't have. And then, wow, there are no rewards. So 3 wins, 400 gems, 800, 1200, 16, and then you get 2,000 gems at 7, which is not even half of what you paid, and you get like and you qualify for day 2. Now let's say you had lots of coins, you could change your coins into like 2,000 gems by playing this several times. If you're a really good player and just harvest the gems. But yeah, I don't know how many coins you could have to do this. But anyway, you only can, even if you get multiple qualifiers, you only need one, and you can only use one. So then you go turn to day 2, and then on day 2, you're actually playing for money. So on turn 6, win 6 is like $1,000, and win 7 is $2,000. So I don't know how often do you have these arena opens, but like if you like, you could harvest this. Like if you like a really good player, and you just know that you can win straight up, win this. I mean, you could try this a couple of times. So even if you don't qualify the first time, you could try this. Let's say the first time you get to six wins, and then you get like, and you have to do it again. It's gonna cost you another 20,000, but at least you got like 1,600 gems. And then you try it again, and then you do qualify. I guess it's okay. And then you go to a preview day 2. So day 2, oh, 2,000 gems for 1 win, 4,000 gems for 2 wins, 6,000 gems, 3 wins, 4 wins. Wow, so it's actually, the ladder just keeps continuing. So 20,000 gems at 5 wins. Can you imagine how much, like you can just enter like everything that you want to enter for like the whole year or something. You can enter so many things and do so many things with those gems. So, and then if you get to 6 wins, you get to actually get to 1,000 euros, USD, dollars, and then if you win the 7th one, you get 2,000 USD. And Wizards of the Coast will contact eligible players earning this award after the event. But I think there's another thing. Is this the thing? This is the thing. This second day of completion open only to qualified players from day 1. Players must join the day 2 event between 8 AM. Yeah, the day 2 format is trading historic with best of 3. A traditional historic with best of 3 matches. Using sideboards, players may only enter once, even if they have qualified multiple times. For assistance, click here to contact game support. So even if you won the first day a couple of times, you can enter a couple of times and win a couple of times. So you can, like, if you would like go win 7 and then go again and win 7 again and win 7 again, you would get like this reward 3 times, but you only can use the qualify once. You only qualify to play day 2 once, you know. So some people probably don't realize that, and they think, oh, but I won like 3 times, why can I enter 3 times? Yeah, so that doesn't work. So you can earn like $2,000. Now it's and you know, I don't know how I should even just. I wonder how good I am, but it's like historic. So I don't even know I can make a really good but yeah, I mean, like 2000 is like two of those other events where I get just a few packs. Maybe I should look at this. Maybe I should try and build a red deck, historic red deck. So let's take this deck and clone it, and call it historic red. Let's go in there, and then well, naming it historic is not going to make it historic. Let's choose historic here. Okay. Now basically I can play with the same deck I already created in historic, but of course I have more cards available now, don't I? It's pretty much the same. I don't see much difference. It's pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same. Oh, wait a minute. Silverclad Ferocidons, I do have more options. Okay, there are, well, these are the multicolored stuff. So, and then let's look at the things I don't have. There's definitely a lot more interesting stuff. I don't know. That's a lot. I don't think I have time to do like 7 games in one day. Holy moly! Even if and I do have, am I just throwing my coins away? I don't know. Anyway, these are a lot of cards that I don't have. Let's look at the cards that I do have. Any new things that are interesting? So yeah, there's definitely some extra cards available. Why do I have a fry? Oh, it's probably in my sideboard. I have a fry in my sideboard. I have a sideboard? Yeah, I got one fry in there. I probably need a sideboard for this event too. I don't even know what I should change for this event. This is like Torben, the third one. It's like the damage +2. Torben has that like on his card, you know. Yeah, I don't think my deck would even change that much. Maybe I have a few more bombs to choose from. Goblin Chain Whirler. When Goblin Chain enters the battlefield, deals 1 damage to each opponent, each creature, and planeswalker they control. Now this could be really good with Torben, because he's going to be like doing 3 damage to each opponent and each creature. And it's not going to hurt your own creatures because it's only they control. Really good combo with Torben though. So now these cards aren't of course completely new to them because they're from like the previous Oh, they got Inferno Healing, and then they got the other one too, of course, yeah. It was one really good card. Oh, Rekindling Phoenix. Yeah, when Rekindling Phoenix, create a 0/1 red elemental creature with at the beginning of your upkeep sacrifice a creature and return target named from your graveyard to the battlefield against haste at the end of turn. This is such a great card, like if they kill this card, it just comes back again and again. So they would have to kill it twice. They have to kill it first in like as a 4/3 and then as a 0/1. Or exile it or something. Let's put it in because it is a good card. Sarkhan Unsealing. Whenever you cast a creature spell with power 4, 5 or 6, Unsealing deals 4 damage and 3. I might build my deck around this one. Because like if I have a Spike Wheel, this will trigger the Sarkhan. It's not even legendary, I can just put all of them into play if I have them. And actually with Torben it'd be like 6 damage. And if I cast a creature spell with 7 or greater, Unsealing deals 4 damage to each opponent. So that could be a very, very hard hitting one. So the Spike Wheel becomes more important. No, that's not going to be a fast deck anymore. This is going to be a hard hitting deck. But I only want like creatures that have 4 or more on the front. So maybe I will keep the Scorch Spitters just because they're so good with Torben, but I'll probably get rid of the non-3 damage creatures. And get like everything, like even third ogre, it will do 4 damage. Like Trample Haste 5/5 is pretty nice. Demanding Dragon, 5 damage or destroy creature, and it will do 4 damage if I have like Sarkhan. Now this is become a completely different deck now. But yeah, it's a historic deck, so it should be different, right? When it enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to target opponent. This could be like 5 now. And 3 damage to 1 target creature. It's a 6 drop though. It's gonna get very expensive. One damage to any target. Well, that could be like 3 damage with Torben. Discharge spell. I'm not gonna have much of those. You may play the card until yeah, okay. This could be an interesting card though. Latisse, Dragon Queen. When another dragon enters the battlefield, create a 5 red dragon creature token with flying. Wow, that is actually really good. But you have to have other creatures. You need a lot of creatures. Etali, I love this one. Etali attacks, exile top cards of each player, cast any number of spells among these cards without paying the mana cost. Very powerful card. The dragon is important. Yeah, I can get rid of those cards later. I just wanna see what my options are, and then I choose the best ones. This one was good. Go for bigger dragons. This one. Like I know these cards from my commander deck. Any other good cards? This is actually 4/3. This would actually work with Sarkhan, but it's too. I need instant sorceries, which I don't have. It's too defensive. I mean, this is nice for removal, but I don't need that. I'm gonna have Sarkhan do that. Sarkhan is gonna be my my burn spell on the stick. If I just have Sarkhan in play and drop lots of like 4 mana creatures, I used to play this card too. Draw a card, then exile a card from your hand. 5 or more different convert mana cost. Exile, you may gain 5. Transform it at X mana will X your life total. It's a hard work. I mean, it can like cycle your cards or something, like get new cards. Yeah, draw a card, exile a card. But it's a bit tricky to work with. It's hard work. I don't know if I want it. Like if you make it, it's gonna be more room for mistakes, you know. So definitely a lot more options. But yeah, the problem is probably like the guys I'm gonna play against. They're gonna have all these options too. So that is a big problem. But yeah, Silverclad is like 7 or more. Drugs at 7 or more. So I need those cards. I don't know if I need Sunbear though. It's not the kind of advantage that I need. It is a good card, but it leaves me open like a whole turn without protection. I'd rather play a creature that can protect me or something and then have that card. This Burning Sun after it's only 6, which is kind of like a problem. But yeah, 3 damage to our opponent and 3 to a creature. It is kind of good. This one is only 6. I mean, Italy is only 6. I mean, these are 7 and 8, which is gonna trigger. Don't I have more stronger creatures like that? Probably not. Because I need 7 or more to trigger, you know, the Sarkhan. But if at least, and this is also 7 Furfurus, I don't know if it triggers, if it does need to be creature. I don't think it triggers. This at least triggers once as a 5. This will trigger once. Sarkhan, that's like gonna be my main control thing. This will trigger it, Sarkhan. Let's see what doesn't trigger. I want creatures. Yeah, let's get rid of non-creatures. This one is a bit too weak. I know if this triggers, if it comes into play with that power, it might trigger. Maybe they will even trigger like a 7. Would be really interesting. Bug Crusher, great, is gonna trigger it. Yeah, this I want creatures. I want more creatures to trigger. Goblin actually is not gonna trigger. But it can be really good when a Torben is into play. Slaying. I mean, if I have like already on the I have this on the stick with Sarkhan. So let's remove it for now. This is gonna be mana boost. Embrit will work. Phoenix, Sarkhan, this is like the main card in the deck now. That I used to have Sarkhan deck, so good, I loved it. Spike Will can trigger. Torben, well, that's another like Sarkhan and Torben. There's gonna be like the main bombs in this deck. Rampart will trigger. Demanding Dragon will trigger. Furfurus will trigger. I don't know if it will trigger. It might not trigger unless maybe if there's already like 5 in play, and if I put this in play, boom, it will trigger. But yeah, we'll have to see. Sargon 4/4, it will trigger. This one will not trigger, so I remove it. This will trigger at least once. This will trigger once. This will trigger once. This will trigger the blowout. This one too. This will be destroy like 4 damage to all creatures, or like 6 damage to all creatures if I have like Torben. So Latisse is kind of like, how many dragons do I have? How many dragons am I gonna have? Well, I have 2 demanding dragons, but that's kind of the only ones. It has fire breathing, which I used to love, but now I realize that it's actually just taking lots of mana away from you. So I got 2 Latisses and 2 Demanding Dragons. This is 6 drop. I don't think it's worth, actually. Well, I have the moss too, so I have like 6 dragons, and we'll create 5 dragons, and we'll give fire breathing to all my creatures, all my dragons. But yeah, this is not a dragon deck, you know. Like Dragoset's really good, 4 damage to any target, 3 damage each of up to 2 targets. And this is what, like with Torben again, this is like 6 and 5. Latisse, it's a bit too heavy, too much too heavy. Italy is gonna give me extra card type 2 actually, each player's library. So my is in there, so I can cast two things. Ambercleave, of course. The Burning Sun, Avatar. 6 mana, 3 damage to opponent and 3 damage to a creature. That could be even more with Torben. So I need like 13 cards, holy moly. So is Fervent Champion even good? Is Code Splitter good enough? Ember Hauler. I don't think the Fervent Champion is good enough in this deck. I mean, it already has First Strike on it. Only other knights. I mean, it can. No, I don't think I need this. Score Splitter can work with, and this one, this gonna Score Splitter and Ember Hauler, they're gonna do extra damage with the main bombs. Golden Chamber is not gonna activate Sarkhan. It can be good, it can be really good with Torben. It's an expensive deck. I think maybe we should get rid of the more expensive ones. I mean, this will trigger like an all-out destruction, Darkness set 2. Italy is really good. It's gonna give me like 2 cards when it attacks. Burning Sun it's pretty good. Oh man, they're also good. Demanding Dragon. 5 damage. I don't know. Maybe Rampant Smasher is not so great compared to the other ones. It's just a 5/5 for 4. Okay. I mean, if you look at it that way, I mean, Spike Blast you can play for 3. Hammermat is a 5/2 for 4. Haste. It will trigger it, but is it a really good card? What can I get? Like 4 mana for this, or 4 mana for Rekindling Phoenix. Yeah, I think that Ambert is not good enough. Goblin Chamber. I think I'm gonna do 1, because if there is no Torbens in play, then he's not gonna be that great. He's not gonna trigger the other one. He's one of the few that doesn't trigger. So it could be like an awkward card if I need to trigger and I can't trigger with this one. Runaway, yeah, it's just like a mana booster. Rubber, oh, it's a mythic, gives me cards. Cradle Maker, Ember Hauler. So Score Spitter. Trying to do some early damage, but it's only good when Torben is in play. It's not gonna trigger. At least with the Ember Hauler I can use it when I want to I can destroy a creature. Scorch Pitter is just gonna, I don't know, I don't wanna, it's not a bad card though. It's really good with Torben though. And it's really good with the other big cards. And with the Embercleave. How do I get rid of 8 cards? Okay, let's look at expensive ones. Italy is 6, Burning Sun's also 6. 3 damage to total opponent, 3 damage to total. It's really good with like Torben's. Italy though gives me 2 cards. If it's able to attack and not get removed. And this is enter the battlefield, and this is when it attacks. So and then this is when it gets damage. But at least it's an 8/5. 5, 6, 7. This is 7. This is a 7. These are 7 mana creatures. Might be impossible to play. Let's do 1 dragon less, cause why not? I mean, I don't need dragons specifically. Let's get rid of one of the Burning Sun's avatars. I don't need that many expensive cards. Because you know, you can only play them like late. You only want a handful of like expensive cards. This is gonna be a long video. This is one long video. Okay, so yeah. Bone Crushers, Runaways, Rubbers. Maybe 1 less Ember Hauler. Maybe 1 less Scorch Pitter. I need to get down to a few less, you know. 1 less. I mean, a Goblin is also the same Ember Hauler. They're basically the same. 1 less Scorch Pitter. Yeah, I mean, most people, they want 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, because they think that getting the 4 best cards in the format, you know, getting the 4 best red cards in mono red is the best way to play. I, however, think of, because like if there's like, let's say like the Scorch Pitter works with the Torben, right? Now I could make a whole deck just based on Torben. Everything is based on Torben, but what if they remove Torben? So this deck is based on Torben, and it has Sarkhan. You know, where's Sarkhan? It's a 4-drop, right? Yeah. So, and this card is enchantment, unless they have enchantment removal, and I got 4 enchantments of them. Once this is in play, like most of my cards, they all do 4 damage or more. So they will all be like, it will be like 4 damage to any creature, maybe even 6 damage. So Torben and Sarkhan really work really well together, because Torben is really boosting Sarkhan. So this is like a dual combo deck. Like it's already a combo where Sarkhan combos with any creature of 4 toughness or higher, and Torben just makes Sarkhan, has synergy with Sarkhan, and makes Sarkhan even stronger, like 50% stronger. So now it's killing like even like 6 toughness creatures and doing 6 damage to my opponent. So But it would be a pity if, like, if I draw lots of Scorch Spitters and couldn't use Sarkhan, you know, or like put lots of Ember Haulers. And I don't even like. I'm gonna keep a Greater Maker because it destroys non-land permanent, colorless non-land permanent, so it has at least some ability. I just keep one Scorch Spitter in there just for fun. Actually, I could do an Inferno Hellion. Let's do an Inferno Hellion. And I'll get rid of the Scorch Spitter. Inferno Hellions are really good with Sarkhan, because it will trigger the Sarkhan really like a full blowout. Let's just put one in and let's do a test play with this deck. Oh yeah, we'll do historic, not play. Brawl. What is Brawl? Should I know? I want to do historic is ranked, so white. What I'm doing right? No, cancel. Stop. I'm just gonna quit. This.
I was worried there for a minute.
You were. Okay, Sparky. I had the wrong deck. I forget that they changed the deck on you when you changed the... So yeah, I know it's a bot match, I'm sorry for that, but I really want to try the game out, like, if I'm gonna do ranked, if the next stop is ranked, I want to at least try the deck out once, you know, just to see how it plays, if I make any mistakes, and get a feel for it.
I'm ready to play.
I mean, at least with a bot match, you have some time to read your cards and think about a bit better about what your like strategy is. I mean, Steam King Golden Oldie, it's just like you can use it to get 3 mana of it once it's fully pumped up, you know. If you ever get a chance to do that. Oh, we're fighting against another red deck. It's kind of effective. I need 3 of these. 3 or more, so let's do another mountain. Goblin Chain Roller. Then we will that one guy, good. Oh, I got Ember Cleave. And I got a Sarkhan. As first strike. I got first strike, so I'm definitely gonna block. I don't know why he attacked. I mean, it's a Sparky. Oh, that's why he blocked. It's a good, smart move. But at least I stopped. We got a blocker now. I'm gonna do Sarkhan and Ceiling now. Now from now on, every like card that I play, every creature is gonna do like 4 damage to one of their creatures. So another Sarkhan. Well, I don't need another Sarkhan right now. I need to get rid of the creature. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So now I got a blocker and they don't have any. I got 1 less creatures. Got 1 card in hand. 3-2. That's good. Now I'm gonna get greedy because they don't have any cards in hand. I can block their creature if it attacks. So I'm gonna go for another Sarkhan. So now when I throw the Sarkhan out, creature out, yeah, let's block. It's gonna do like 8 damage. Is that gonna hit him really hard? Anyway, it's pretty much game over for my opponent. This deck is really hitting really hard. Let's hit him with another. Man, look at those exclamation marks. Anyway, game over. Okay, this is exactly how I want this deck to play out. Let's try it in ranked. At least I'm not gonna be a complete idiot. Hopefully I'm getting lucky again with getting like 2 of those Sarkans out. Historic ranked. Because can I choose a fast red? No, I cannot choose a historic in play. I cannot choose it. So the only thing is to do historic ranked. Historic red. Okay, that one. Exciting. I mean, these guys, they're playing historic. They know what they're doing. I don't think. I mean, they're not gonna be a joke. Okay, let's see how this goes. I mean, if I find out some cards are like really not working, I can take them out. You know. I mean, the silver-clad Frosidons maybe are a bit too greedy. But, yeah. Wow, more devotion. Wow, this is like some kind of like devotion deck. Well, I could have done the annex, but I want to see if it got any removal. I don't care about the Goblin Chamber that much. Probably gonna get a removal on his head now. Although so yeah, it's obvious that I need to play like weaker creatures first. Less important creatures he's gonna have like control. He's gonna play control my cards, so I'm gonna keep the best cards for later. He's turning them into like 1/1s. So let's put a mountain. Now if this creature dies, yeah, I need to pay 2 for each attacker. Again, another lose all abilities. Blue frog creature with base power and toughness 1 and lose all. Okay, so it loses ability, but if it dies, would it still, you know, if it dies, would it still like, would what's on the card, would that still work? I'm kind of curious about that. So let's see if I hope he's running out of steam. No. Can't attack or block. I got 2 more left. Now is he gonna deal with Sarkhan? If he's not dealing with the Sarkhan, I can do like Italy. He's not dealing with it now. He can like I'm gonna do an Italy. I'm gonna do it to his head. Because if I can do the silver cloth, if I can do the silver cloth, I'm gonna destroy all his creatures anyway. I didn't want to see that. I want to see this blue fish. All my creatures are like useless. So no, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I thought I was going to do the Ember Cleave, but Ember Cleave needs lots of creatures attacking, of course. I got another Ember Cleave. I need a land, guys. Give me a land. I need my 7th land. Can I play the Ember Cleave on anything? No, it's no use. Because it's just gonna be like 2. Well, it's gonna be 2 but double strike, so it's gonna do like 4 damage. I would kill the creature. It would kill the creature, but oh yeah, it would kill the creature, but it would kill their creature too, because it would do like 4 damage. So it could actually, I could have, but yeah, then I have to pay 2 to attack, and I need 5 to. So it still need like 7. I got 6. I could play the Ember Cleave on a creature now, and then attack with it next turn. Let's see. Do a frog creature with base runner. So if this one, maybe the rekindling. I hope the rekindling, if it dies, it come back. I don't know. Next turn I can attack with it. Yeah, it taps me, but so I got 6. This thing is 13. It could destroy all creatures. This one is indestructible though. Devotion. Where's it getting it? Is it getting devotion from only Forbidden Spirit? Blue, less than 5. Oh, this not. Is it a creature? Let's see if Sarkhan is going to trigger. This one's going to be triggering Sarkhan. Oh yes. It's actually I got some. So to attack I have to pay, which is fine. Is it still indestructible creature? Oh, it's just trample. Double strike. Where's getting like the... Where's devotion coming from? Whatever. It's probably this card. Is it just copying this shit? Sorry for my language. How can he just... How is this happening? Oh, huh? Deep dwelling, deep dwelling. Legendary. I don't even know how he is doing this. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. So if I put the Ambercleave on this guy, and then attack with it, this is gonna be 3. But with this it's gonna be like 4 damage. Four, 3. Can I attack? No attacks. I can't attack. Do I have to pay still to attack actually? I don't even know if I need to pay to attack actually. Didn't pay to attack anymore. Nice. You have to be think about those things, because it's like with baby elephants. They put them in chains, and then the chains is really big and heavy, and then when they're big elephant, they're so used to that they cannot. The chain is too strong for them. They've been fighting it all their lives, and they think, well, I cannot get out this chain, and they're so big and strong they can just rip it out of the ground, but they don't, because their brain is just so infused that they're locked down by this. They don't even try it anymore, you know. Yeah, and you have to be careful. Like every turn is a new turn, you know. You have to like always look at the situation that day, that moment in time. What is the best call, you know? So yeah. Don't be like a baby elephant thinking that it's been like this always, so it will always be like that, you know. But that's actually good. Like this was a historic ranked. Can I look at historic ranked and what kind of is the... I got packs. Maybe that dragon. Give me that dragon. Oh well, that's another one, but it's cool. I don't know. So flying. Gadrak, the crown scourge, can't attack unless you control 4 or more artifacts. At the beginning of your end step, create a treasure token for each non-token creature that died this turn. So that's good. It's not just one, but like multiple ones. So if you lose like 2 creatures, you're gonna get like, as soon as you have lost 4 creatures, you're gonna have 4 treasure tokens. So there's gonna be like 4 mana if you need it to cost like bigger creatures, which is nice. Or you could just use this to start attacking as a 5/4. It's actually not a bad card. Like I could even, I don't know if I put it in my historic deck, like maybe with the other, like the dragon card, like where if you need lots of dragons. red and green. Add green for each creature with power 4 greater you control. Well, that could really work with my historic deck. Leafkin Avenger deals damage equal to its power to target player or planeswalker. Okay, so can do 4 damage. But yeah, 4 green for each creature with power 4 greater you control. Like that deck is full of like power 4 creatures. If I just have some multicolor lands in it that can tap for green, I could play this card actually. It could be, this could be good in the Sarkhan deck. So yeah. I mean, and that's another thing, like there's so many cards in this game that I probably would never have looked at that card if it wouldn't have been for the fact I just opened it and got it. But like yeah, there's like so many cards. And yeah, I talked about that in another video, but yeah, you can, what I do is like you can just look at what kind of cards other people are using, like in the type of deck you're trying to build. If you wanted like a red deck, look at like red deck, like look at what kind of top players are doing. Like if you like Google like top 8 or something, you will see that you can look at the meta, and then you will see what kind of like I mean, that's how people get net decks, but you don't need to necessarily need to get a net deck. Like the deck, I mean the deck that I'm trying to build right now, I mean it's not unique in that sense that oh, let's actually clone it. Let's clone it and let's go like one drop. Let's call this a one drop. So this is going to be a very speedy version. Very speedy version. Maybe this is 3, actually 5, 4. It might, I'm just gonna put it in. I'm probably gonna remove it soon, but because that's not really one drop. But yeah, like a one drop deck is basically very quick, fast creatures. So, and like really cheap stuff. So like the Fervent Champion, Infuriates are like one drops. This is a one drop. This could be good for like sideboard. Like if I go sideboard, boom. Like if you go to another red playing against another red deck. I don't know if this, I'm not even gonna look if it's good. I'm just gonna put in one drops. Just create a one drop. Well, it just works for 1 mana. 1 mana. These are just one drops. I don't know if this is any good. 2 drops. Now we're into 2 drop zone. Now this one was helping the 1 drops, so that's a good card for the 1 drops. This is only if you got like second cards. Let's put this in for like the sideboard. I don't even need sideboards, but not that I know of. I mean, I pretty much put all the one drops in that I could put in, so I don't even know what to. Like we're at 80, so I need to get rid of 20. So let's get some of the expensive stuff out there. I mean, 5 mana is not really fast. I know it's a great card. It does work well with Torben though. Anything that doesn't work with Torben, like 3, this is 3. This one is 4. It is a hard cost for 4. I cannot do it for any less, so that's expensive one. This one gives mana. 3, 4 damage. It is not a cheap card. I mean, if you want to go for cheap, it's not a cheap card. So 3. This actually will help my like all the cheap creatures. Bone Crusher is just too good not to put in. Annex is good. So these are really pretty cheap creatures. And these are lots of like 1-drops. But is it smart to have all these cards in? I mean, the shocks, they actually do 4 damage with that other card, you know. But then you have the other one that's like 3 mana. That does like 3 sewer script. Like you can play that for 1. So that could be better than shocks maybe. So let's get rid of like 3 shocks and then remove that. So. Red cap could actually be good with the extra damage. I wish I had. It's a pity that I don't have more of that Calvate of Calamity, because if I drop like 4 of those or like a bunch of those. Oh, there was another one that just really helped like 1-drops, right? Which one was that? It really helped 1-drops. It was also an enchantment or something. Was it cheap? Enchant Aura, enchantment. Or was it creature who was doing that? Enchantment, I got that one. Or an artifact, maybe it was an artifact, I don't know. Something was giving +1, +0 to like 1-drops. And I took it out because I didn't have money of them. Oh, the dwarves. Let's go for like 7 dwarves. Well, because why not? I'm just going to do a funky deck. I just want to go like cheap. This one is cheap too. I just want to go for the cheap stuff. Powerful cheap stuff. And then we have to move out some of the more expensive stuff. Although like, I mean, is 3 really expensive? I can give this twice. Now this is 3, but it will help all the smaller creatures that come into play and are already into play. So this could work with Experimental Frenzy with all the 1-drops, although I mean, there's still a lot of like big guys in there. We should get rid of Sarkhan Hellkite. Torben is like kind of like the biggest one. Embercleave can be like 4 or less. So we got like Torben with a 4-drop. It's kind of like the big one. Spike will 3, Skewer the Critics 1, Gedrak 3, 5/4, Frosty 3, 3, 3. Then we got about 7 2s, another 2s, more 2s. 87 cards, that's way too many. But what is the enchantment that actually said like do I even care? Like, I'm not gonna put it in as if it's like 4. Oh wait, I'm doing so. I just used enchantments. Let's look at the enchantments. Okay. A creature. Short creature. Yeah, this one. Attack non-humans. That's weird. So maybe it's something that I don't have, not collected. Maybe it was an enchantment. Maybe it was an artifact. I'm pretty sure I already had the card, so maybe it's an artifact. Okay, artifact, enchantment. Okay. I knew there was something was giving +1/+0 to like to creatures that, like all the creature that was like attacking or something, or okay, I already had it, so I don't need to not collect it. It's making it harder for me. I'm sorry guys, like it's taking forever, but yeah. Anyway, if I can't find it, then too bad. So maybe it was a creature. I mean, if it's an instant or sorcery, I don't even care. You know. I mean, creature could actually be good, but I need to get rid of lots of cards. That's gonna be tough. I mean, it's unfindable. I don't get it. Was it in his? No, it was not in historic. I'm sure I removed it from the deck. Anyway, whatever. Maybe I'll come across it again. I don't know. Why is it so infinite? Maybe it was an instant sorcery. So then I don't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So we got lots of cheap. We want this like a one-drop deck. We want it really cheap, really cheap. Now the Torben is gonna help those guys. Spike Wheel is 5/2 for 3. That's pretty cheap. It's only 3 drop. It's only 3. This will be like 1. This will be 3. Kedrick will be like 3. I don't know if I need Kedrick though. It's not gonna be able to attack. So it's only gonna be it's like a defender, 5/4 defender. I don't know. I need to get up 88 cards, so yeah, let's get rid of that one. Bone Crusher is just too good. I cannot take that out. Is the 7 dwarfs gonna work, or just adding like 7 cards for nothing? The Spike Wheel though, I mean it's cheap, but it's not a 1-drop. It's not a 1-drop. So, and is it really? It's not really working with Torben though, or well, Embercleave. It would be really good. Embercleave though. But yeah, it's only like a 5/2. Like a Bone Crush is 4/3. I mean, are these Spike Wheels really that great? For 24 cards too many? What? 24 cards too many. Yeah, maybe I'll have to look at some of these 1-drops. It's too weak. It's gonna cost me. It's actually expensive. Escape. You may cast a card from your graveyard for its escape cost. 3. So 2 other cards from your graveyard. 1/1 and then another 1/1. Actually, that can work with Torben. Score Split is good with Torben. Shock, don't really need it. 1 damage. 1 damage. Nah, not really that great. Can be blocked. I don't know. not really great. Not great. It actually costs me. So like pretty much all the 1-drops are gone again. It's like well, this can only give trample once. So it's so hard. $22. Let's go to 20. I used to play like 18 or something, and even went down to 16. I mean, this cake is a bit expensive. Holler has a lot of ability, like actually works well with +2 damage. So I mean, it dwarfs a lot of power for that too. For that 2 mana, 2/2 for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What should I get rid of? Another spike wheel. I mean, the 7 drums take up so much space. One more Ember Howler. Oh, is this the one? Yeah, whenever a creature you control with power 1 or less attacks Kalvik, deals 1 damage to the player or player. So this is the card I was talking about, but now I have like 2, 6. I got 6 cards that use this. I know it's great. I would have been great. Like, I'm not really making 1-drop, am I? I would have like 4. I would need to put like 4 of these calamities in, and then just all 1-drops and just like 1-drops and Torbans, and that's it. This is not really 1-drop card. This is not a 1-drop deck. So this is not worth it. So yeah. Okay, I should rename this deck. Faster Red. I don't know how often these arena events happen. I mean, I could enter this with the red deck I have now, with the Skargan red deck, and see if I can get like 7 wins. Okay, let's preview day 2. So that one you don't have to pay for if you have the token, and it could win you like $2,000. 2 losses. 2 losses, 7 wins. Actually, you can only lose once. That's what it's saying. You can lose once. You can only lose once. So lots of people are doing this, and like Not getting it. And here you have like 2 losses, basically. Like the third loss is the last one. So you have 2 losses and the other one is 1 loss. Wow, that's pretty tough. I don't know. Let's do another historic. One more historic. Now end the video. Yeah, let's one more historic. Historic red. I should be making like multiple videos, but yeah. Anyway guys, if you like these videos I make, subscribe and give it a like, make a comment about something. It really helps me out, you know, so more people get to see this stuff. So if you think somebody else should see this, just like, subscribe. No 2 drops. Okay, so the thing is I need to get Sark in this trade and start like, I need to like give myself time. No. Maybe should have taken a mulligan. Well, that's the thing, like this, well this is ranked, so I guess it kind of matters if I lose or win. I don't know how much it matters if I lose, like, I think if you just keep winning a lot, I don't know, it doesn't matter if you lose. I mean if you lose too money, it will matter. I think like the rewards for ranked aren't that special anyway, so at least I can play 1 card. Don't have to discard. Yeah, the first card actually gets it. You know you're gonna have removal on board. Oh crap. Sorry about that, but yeah. Okay, so the most expensive card is Sun After, so I'm gonna remove the most expensive cards. Makes the most sense if you like that low on like a land. So pretty much already lost this game, unless I'm gonna get like lots of land drops. Nope. The Ambercleave is actually not the most expensive one. This is the most expensive one. I probably could make the Sarkhan and Seal and just work with like more cheaper creatures, because I have a lot of expensive stuff in them, like the Manning Dragon. It's probably unnecessary, because I just want to trigger Sarkhan, you know. Are you gonna block me? Maybe I get a land from this. But I don't know, can you play lands from this? Probably can. I have to think really hard about this. So exile. But didn't I get like a card from your defending player has more cards in hand than you. Oh, if he has more cards in hand. Okay, so I didn't have that luck. Oh, this is gonna give me more. Let's do red. It's gonna give me like 4 mana if he doesn't get rid of it. He doesn't destroy it. Okay, I'm done. Okay, yeah, I don't know if it really matters in ranked if you like lose. I mean, of course it matters, but I mean, depends kind of how much you play, right? So that wasn't really like afterwards. Tried one more time. This wasn't really a good game. One more game. I mean, it's weekend. I've been working really hard this week, so I need to chill a bit. Oh man, beautiful cards, beautiful, like all rares, and 3 mana to start with. Like this is such a great hand. And Annex, I mean, the Robber is nice. Bone Crusher is really nice. Annex, that's like whoa, no. Oh, Sarkhan. I forgot. This always looked like my standard deck. I forgot it's like historic deck. So they are gonna trigger like Sarkhan. So I should wait for. I mean, I can play the Robber, but I should wait with like the annexes. They're definitely gonna trigger. Oh yeah, now let's like Runaway is gonna be triggered by Robber and all the other cards. He does not get destroyed. He's a red player. He's probably gonna like shock it or something. Fire. Third one out. So okay, so the bone, like I can do Robber of the Rich and do some damage, or I can do this one. He cannot, like, if he does like damage on it, it will hurt himself. Oh no, this actually, oh, this has like removal on board. So yeah, I mean, we need to buy time until I can equip Sarkhan. Once Sarkhan is active, like it's like DEFCON 1, like beep, 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 be warned, Sarkhan is online. So we're gonna have like complete blowouts. Like Annex, you can just do like 4 damage to all creatures and the player, like Silverclad. Bone Crush is gonna do like 4 damage, you know, to a creature or player. So I'm probably gonna try and play Sarkhan first now if I get a land. I hope I get a land. If not, I'm gonna play Robber of the Rich. Oh, this is a 1-drop deck. Definitely 1-drop deck. Oh, we shouldn't have done that. Well, I guess you want the Grim Lava Runner to be that. Okay, I really need to. I need blockers. Now, the Bone Crusher can block 4/3. But let's do this one. It will get rid of at least one of the setters. Man, I need that land drop. At least I have some defense. I don't want to start using Annex yet. That's going to be really good. I mean, Sarkhan with Inferno Hellion and Silvercloud and Annex. Sarkhan is going to just blow out any creatures he has. But yeah, he does have the removal to support his Lightning Lava Runner. G2 Lightning Lava Runner. Now I'm forced to. I can just do like the Robber. If I attack, I might get a card, but I don't. Last time I didn't get anything, so I'm just gonna keep it as a blocker. Of course, I'm gonna block 1. Down to 3. Now I get a land. I mean, I can't play Sarkhan because I need defense. I can do the Inferno Hellion. It can block at least once. If we can destroy it, I mean, Torben would. I maybe should have played a Torben. He would have had like toughness 4. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I think I'm just gonna play Torben. Sarkhan or Torben. Torben will give me the extra. I need an extra creature because he can get rid of the 7/3 really easy. Oh, we have. If he got like 3 damage to my face. Oh, I'm at 1. I'm at 1. And another land. So if he has like a haste creature or anything, I need to try this Sarkhan. I just hope he doesn't. He's gonna draw any like if he can do anything. Yeah, there it is. Is my deck too slow? It's definitely too slow against this type of deck. I was getting so good at such great cards. Maybe I should have been more aggressive in attacking him. I should have played. Yeah, I don't know. I can't help myself. I'm just gonna play one more. And then, like, we're gonna end the video and continue in the next video, I think. So yeah, my deck is not really good, doing so great in historic, I must say. So it definitely needs some tweaking against these fast decks. It's like when you run behind in like defenders one thing, like he was hitting me with that lava C2 lava runner every turn because I was down like with one defender, and I think that was my main problem. So you definitely need like 2 defenders, you know. Now I'm gonna attack this time because I know he doesn't wanna. This is like a mana dork. He's not gonna chump block unless he has like a pump. Yeah. So now I'm the aggressor. I mean, they call it an aggro deck, not for nothing. So now he has one more blocker. He can double block now. So Sarkhan Unsealing. So what's with this? Oh, when I more land a card in hand, when the defender player has more cards in hand than you. Okay. Let's play Sarkhan. Oh, you cannot even double block. You can just chump block. Ooh, now I can play a card. This is really nice. I mean, against this deck, my deck seems to work well. Yeah, just do me 1 damage. Do me 1 more damage. But whenever you in life, you may pay 2 if you do draw a card. Ooh, let's do this. So, This will give me a removal on a, oh, this will give me I can play this for 3. How much do I have? I got 5. I can do a removal for 2 and then do a spike wheel for 3. Oh no, I got 3 mana actually left. Oh, I can do that in after I attack. Now I can use the 3, play the Bone Crusher, 4 to damage to his face. I can do this one, Spectacle, 4 to his face. Game over. So you see how powerful Sarkin can be. So yeah, I don't know why he attacked me. Maybe not a great player. Maybe he didn't realize how dangerous Sarkin was. We've got a card. Teferi's Tutelage. When Teferi's Tutelage enters the battlefield, draw a card and discard a card. When if you draw a card, then opponent mills 2 cards. Okay. Anyway, I said I was going to end the video. It's going for ages, so time for a little break, and hopefully see you in the next video. Like I said, like, subscribe, and lots of love, and have a super great day. Bye bye.